All right. Brett from Nitro RC Life here today. And today I'm going to show you guys my after run procedure. Now, doing this is super important to to ensure that your motor runs starts easily the next time. Keeps everything lubricated so nothing dries out. And it also, gets that oil coating over everything so it doesn't rust if you're in a higher humidity environment. Before I get started, I always clean my motor. I like to use non-chlorinated brake cleaner. Just turn the truck upside down, clean this area really well, even spray it quite a few times just to make sure no debris or nothing's falling in. Before I even loosen the glow plug. Another good practice is when you are pulling your glow plug, you turn your truck upside down as you pull out your glow plug. This just ensures that any dirt and debris falls out instead of inside your motor. That's the real critical part to ensure long motor life. Let me check. Okay, you are in frame. At Harbor Freight, they have these little funnel kits. They're only a couple of dollars. This small funnel is absolutely perfect for it. Just make sure that it's in the hole. And then I'm more of a fan of probably 4 or 5 drops. Nothing more than that. Anything more and you start to hydro lock your motor. And that's never good, obviously. But I always try to make sure that I'm not dripping in the funnel. Straight down the cylinder hole. Right? Grab a paper towel here. So a couple drops down the cylinder hole, and then I usually try to plug it with a paper towel. Spin that motor over a few times, and then I will just add 1 or 2 more drops. And that's it. I don't chug it again. I just leave it just like that. And I do this on all of my vehicles when they are in storage. So if they are not going to be ran, within 7 days, this procedure is done to them to ensure, proper storage. As far as the gas tank goes and whatnot, I run my vehicles dry. I know there's a lot of people that don't like that method. But when my tank's really low, I just let my truck idle until it completely sucks it dry. I haven't seen any damage with my motors. I've even sat there and held a temp gun while it was leaning out, during that time. And I never saw a temperature spike or anything that would be alarming in any way, shape, or form. So I've always just let my vehicles run themselves completely dry. I apply the after run oil, and then I put the truck up for storage. I don't worry about putting any after run oil through the carb. Unless you're running the engine and physically sucking the after run oil through the carb, it's pointless. Dropping it down the throat isn't going to help your carb. It's not going to help your motor. It'll lubricate the inside of your crankshaft and the outside a little bit. So there is that, but you're not helping your carb. I think making sure that you suck the carb dry is more important than putting after run oil down the throat of your vehicle. Okay, now on this after run procedure, the smaller the motor, this is a little .07 SH, the less amount of after run oil you want to use. Now in this case, it being an extremely small motor, I believe 1 or 2 drops would be very, very adequate. I can see the oil there in the head. Give it just a couple little go-overs, right? Real gentle. Pistons at bottom dead center. We're gonna do one more drop. And that's it. Anything more than that, this little motor will hydro lock really quick, really easy. Yeah, it's not very forgiving. The pull cord, the rip cord on this thing's really small. I mean, you know, if it's hydro locked at all, you're gonna break it. Same with the connecting rod and all that, really, really small. So always just be careful when you're adding your after run oil, and you know, think about what you're doing as you're doing it.